Hi friends, how are you? Very big hello to all of you. So this video, I feel the need to introduce myself because there are a lot of new clients, and they don't know a lot about me. Although the ongoing, very much loyal clients, they know me quite well, as a person now, as well as a reader. So let me share some of the things with you which I feel comfortable sharing. Um, so, First and foremost, I think if you want to get to know me, you should go to the About section of my channel. I have some information written over there regarding what kind of a person I am, how I like to work with people. And then another resource is the services available video. Under that you will find all kinds of readings, and also my website which has the main hardcore readings, and also in that will be a LinkedIn link, and where you can know, like, what I do in my mainstream life, so let me put across a little bit of friendly introduction for you all. So by profession, by mainstream profession, I'm a medical doctor. I worked a lot in internal medicine and cardiology, but I also do a lot of aesthetic work now, which is cosmetic medical work. I also do few facial surgeries, cosmetic facial surgeries, like facelifts and other stuff. So, and in my channel, you will also see a facial surgery workshop clip, where I attended a facial workshop. So, in between, for around 6 to 7 months, I was just focusing on my career, and so you will find small clips if you go through my entire channel, small clips of the person that I am, in my more 3D life. And then my spiritual journey, it began way back in 2006, I would say. Even before that, even as a child, I was a different soul. I could feel the difference, and even my surrounding people in my surroundings could also feel the difference. That I am there is something more to me, something deeper to me than just the just the regular humdrum, So, but I did start in 2006, and that happened when some kind of a event took place in my life where, generally people are pulled towards spirituality either by events that are of the negative nature, or, by actually being drawn to the path through some religious scenarios and stuff. There are various other paths that can lead you to spirituality, and this video is beyond the scope of that. But for me, it was something like that which happened, and I just wanted to connect with some spiritual master and learn more about the deeper meanings of life, So I started doing that. The spiritual master was a person from Germany who I still remember to date. It has been so long now. Now he's not even available, on the scene. Maybe he just stopped, or he's just dealing with in-person people, while he's delivering. So that was my first teacher. It was a very different kind of interaction. I used to ask questions, and he used to give me answers in the form of stories, So I had to decipher it myself. It's not like he would give me the meaning to the story. I had to. So in doing that, I started learning. I started knowing how to interpret different things in my life. So, with regards to what you most want to know, my twin journey started in 2013. We both met each other, and when we met each other in 2013, we did not know anything about twin flames. I don't know about whether he knew or not. I did not know anything about twin flames, and I had no idea. We had heard the word soulmates again and again. Yeah, there's a soulmate, and everybody is looking for a soulmate. So we actually met with a very prepared mind. We actually met in March of 2013. Until June, we just talked online in the way of chatting, as a regular couple, and we got to know each other. And then finally, we met in June. So it all started. The first meeting was in June of 2013, and it was a lovely meeting. Both of us were actually looking to date, So that is how we met, So it wasn't like we just bumped into each other or something. But we never knew that there was a connection or anything. It was just like I was looking to have a partner in my life. He was looking as well, and that is how we met. So my partner and I, we are from different ethnicities, different races, different nationalities, so that was a theme with us. We were totally different people for each other. It did not matter, those things did not however matter. There was an instant connection, like that is how you can tell that something is. So that caught my attention. For 6 months we were dating. That caught my attention, that what is this thing when the connection is so intense but still there's a lot of back and forth happening. So that is when I first googled that this feeling that there's a lot of intensity, but there's a lot of back and forth also. So I came across videos and articles, and I started reading, oh, twin flames, and then everything fell into place when I looked in hindsight. All the stages of twin flames that were mentioned and everything fell into place like anything. And so we went into a first separation without any talks or without anything, like just it energetically happens out of the blue. And then we reunited. So I'm a twin flame in union. Uh, so we reunited after 2 years of total non-communication, living in the same city. You can imagine how dark night of the soul, how much of dark night of the soul that is. For 2 complete years. So for 2 complete years, I did my inner work, and the same thing that I did for myself, and I manifested my union after 2 years. After it was around after 1 year and 10 months. Not exactly 2 years, but it like people get contact after 2 months, 3 months, or 2 weeks, or let's say after 9 months. I had no contact for 1 year and 10 months. So the inner work that I did on myself, and I manifested my union. After that, I developed it totally to launch it for other people. And before that also I was doing it for other people, but there was no validation. But when I received my union, there was huge validation of the work, and that is when I launched the inner work on a public platform. Readings and everything were happening before also. Inner work was also happening before. But then I launched it totally out in the public. And you, even in one or two of the videos, you can see, if you locate, you can see my twins picture. No, although not like totally upfront, but he is there in, small clips. Like I said, I put small clips, about my life. So the reunion took place, and I can, when the reunion took place, it was a lot of apologetic behavior, a lot of love, a lot of like all the good stuff that you want right now, all of you. So that helped me in actually knowing the real depths of this journey and how this journey works. So when I say now that I can answer any question that you have in mind, and I'm very proud to say that I've done all of my work, all of my research, and now there's no question that I can't answer, general or otherwise, about your personal journey. Of course, for your personal journey you'll have to get readings, but in general also there's no question that I can't answer. I've done it so much. And I think the main reason for it was the total non-communication for around 2 years, because when you get little bit of bits and pieces, like you give a morsel to a dog, he can eat that small morsel. But if you don't have anything at all for such a long period of time, then you definitely look into what needs to be done to kind of resolve this situation. That was a knot that had to be resolved, and I resolved it pretty nicely. I'm also very glad for the person who is my twin flame. I'm totally satisfied with him. He's a very loving person, very giving person, very kind. He also has a very good sense of humor. And between us we have a lot of spiritual connection and lot of telepathic contact. Like he's there with me every day when I'm working with you. Some of the channelings he's there to give me the channeling, instead of divine source, he's the one who's giving me the channeling, for everybody else. And he also likes to dress very nicely, and I'm very proud of him for that. He's a total do-gooder kind of a person. He's also very sensitive, so he goes into his cave many a times. like all sensitives, all light workers, his gifts are also developing, but he's taking his, he's of a more practical, society oriented nature and trade, so he focuses more on his practical life, but nonetheless he has his gifts from a long time, as well, but now they're developing even more. He gets a lot of signs, synchronicities, and he gets a lot of dreams about me as well, uh, so uh, and now, like, since a few months I've had to travel back to my home country to take care of my family. My family needed me, and I have to be here till they feel satisfied or comfortable for me to go back. And once I go back, we will resume the physical contact or the physical presence with each other. And we have also been talking about marriage plans and marriages in the future, coming up quite soon, so we have discussed it as a couple, as a twin flame couple. So it's on the on the horizon. So the main thing that I want to convey is that with my twin flame, I've never felt that I have to be pretentious. Although I could like dress up like a Hollywood star in front of him for all he is, but I've never felt the need to do all that. I've never felt like, I've just felt good in my own skin, even if there's something that maybe he doesn't like, he would just throw a joke on it, and not literally tell me some, like, he's very deeply caring about me. He, before saying something, he thinks 10 times, how it will reach out to me, maybe thinking about the difference in culture or something. So he's very deeply caring. He would rather not do something than do it and spoil it for me. So a lot of times he's very withdrawn and reserved. So that is how he is. But the intention behind that is that he just deeply cares, and it pains him. Like, it gives him heart-wrenching pain to see me in some kind of some kind of a situation or something. So very protective, very open and freedom giving. I could work on anything. He is supportive for anything that I want to do. He will always ask me, what do you want to do? And I would be saying, oh, I want to like clear this exam, and he would be like, yeah, that's what you have to do. So it's all my choices, and I don't feel restricted like maybe many other society or cultural or paradigm relationships are in my part of the world. I wasn't like that, or my family wasn't like that from the very beginning, but I know many people who are dealing with cultural things, specifically from Southeast Asia. So very freedom seeking, very freedom giving, on his part, like, freedom seeking doesn't have a meaning, because he's mostly into his work and creating some content or something like that. And we both are into the medical fields. I'm more into medicine, and he's more into like the surgical aspects. A very, very loving guy, very tender guy, very soft guy, and very manly also on the other end. Very virile, very, very nice, very, like, very polished, very polished. So with that, I hope you have an idea of who I am, what I am, and who my love is, and what is going on with our love journey. So God bless you all, and have a nice Tuesday. Thank you.